We have a lot of great things to talk about here in 2016. One of them is the 30th annual celebration of the New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science. They got a lot in store for their birthday, and the gifts are all for you. Take a look. The New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science is celebrating 30 years of sharing the past with future generations.
We're standing in the Museum of Natural History and Science's new STEM education wing. Just recently renovated. We were handed over the keys to it in late October, and we're very excited about the opportunities that we have here in this wing. The great thing about this new area is that we're now able to bring the kids in a more safe environment. Before they were unloading on Mountain Road. Now we have a new entrance that's in our parking lot, a loading zone for the buses, so the kids have a safer environment to come in. They can be welcomed in this new space and be orientated to the museum in a quieter area, an area where they're kind of more able to kind of understand and pay attention to the group leader.
The new facilities also bring upgrades to the classrooms, providing state-of-the-art resources for hands-on learning.
Our new STEM classrooms will enable us to add technology to our collections-based programming. We've provided educational programs for 30 years here at the museum around the amazing collections of New Mexico natural history. But now we can add video features, we can use digital microscopes, we can add in robotics and other technology aspects, of course, the T in STEM. We also are going to be able to add some videoing features which we weren't able to do before. We provide lectures and we provide a lot of demonstrations for our public and for our classroom students that we can now expand upon and hopefully offer them throughout the state of New Mexico to teachers who are interested in having a scientist in their classroom explaining things or have our educators able to share the collection wider.
Expanding their outreach is just the beginning of what's in store for visitors to the museum in 2016. All right, and here to talk about what else we can expect in 2016 is Margaret Moreno, the new executive director of the New Mexico Museum of Natural History. Congratulations on this, but we got to say, Margaret, this isn't your first rodeo with the museum. You were there actually 30 years ago when it opened.
Yeah,
you were working
true.
there.
That's true.
So how have you seen it evolve over these 30 years?
Well, one of the great things is that it's greatly expanded its capacity to serve the entire state. I mean, it was stunningly beautiful when it opened, and I think everyone was quite excited about that. The foundation started at the same time. It was the first in the DCA museum community.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of excitement around it. And since that time, you know, it's just larger. The facility is greater. And like so many museums, it's doing so much more with so much fewer resources.
Yeah, we're getting a picture here, guys. This is an overhead as you see the museum. Explora doesn't even exist in that picture. It's amazing. So let's talk about what you guys are doing to celebrate 30 years here in the Duke City.
Well, one of the things is we're announcing the opening of a STEM education wing, which was 6 years of the making. It was an amazing effort. And so now we have new classrooms. We have wonderful distance learning theater. It's expandable. We have very safe egress for the students that come in. We don't have to worry about safety anymore. We have great facilities, places for people to store their things. So it's a beautiful facility. We're excited about what we can do there. So we're also this Sunday celebrating, basically our affiliation with the Smithsonian. The Smithsonian that's a big deal for a natural history museum.
So what does that mean with the affiliation for the Smithsonian? For those, I mean, obviously we recognize that name, but what does it really mean for the museum and for New Mexico?
Well, we can draw on the expertise of the Smithsonian in terms of what their natural history museum is doing, which is very cutting edge. We can get professional development from them, and I think mostly for the community, you'll see that some exciting new objects that will be coming from the Smithsonian that will feature periodically. Right now we have, this Sunday, we'll be able to unveil what's called the Post Tiara. It's called the Post Tiara because Marjorie Merriweather Post purchased it for the Smithsonian in the 70s. And it's a tiara with over 1,000 diamonds.
Wow.
It's a real special piece. And I think one of the interesting things, it's mounted on these springs, and people don't realize that they did that in a tiara so that the diamonds would shake. It'd be really sparkly when
shimmer
it's worn and
wow.
shimmer as you move. So it's kind of fun to see for people who are interested in jewelry making,
Yeah.
but also mineralogy.
Sure.
And we're featuring it with some of our treasures too.
Okay.
So that people can see we even have world-class things too.
Oh, absolutely. Well, just very quickly, before we get out, I know that you guys at the end of the month will be unveiling a new website. You're working out the kinks right now, and you are actually encouraging viewers to go there, check it out. You see bugs here and there, they can give feedback on it. Is that right?
Yes, they can, and we actually appreciate feedback about everything that we do. And this is 2016, in addition to being our anniversary year, is a great year for self-examination.
Sure.
Some of the things that we're featuring are the things that make the museum special. Our outreach programs, the Nature Center, the we have a new WOW van coming in that will travel the state. We have great programs each time,
Yeah.
and then we're really excited that in February we're going to open a new traveling exhibit called Top Secret. It's about critical thinking. It's highly interactive. It's going to be great for kids from 5 to 15 years old. They'll all find something exciting to do there.
So
And
lots
it's
of great stuff.
So it's all about spying and intrigue, but it's also about critical thinking skills are so important.
Well, of course, we're going to be going into 2016 with a lot of stuff throughout the year at the museum. For more information, to check out their website, give them feedback, and to see what's going on to celebrate 30 years in New Mexico, head over to casa.com. Again, congratulations.